Bob Loy lives and breathes sports. He's so sports-minded, he carries equipment with him in his car, so he's ready for some type of game at all times. He's a Bloomington high school teacher and summer swim coach. Plus, he also manages O'Neill Pool. Given his lifelong love of physical activity and seemingly great health, he had no idea when he showed up for work July 15th, 2008, a life-threatening health emergency loomed.
I was very fortunate that if it was down in Missouri where I was fishing, it would have been all over. That was done. If it would have been softball field the night before, probably done there too. But it was going to happen sometime. I was just fortunate it was here, so I was in the right place at the right time and had the correct people watching. They knew what was happening, and so it was a good thing it happened here.
Bob had a stroke shortly after arriving to work his first day back from vacation. He thought it was starting like any other day, having just returned hours before from a fishing trip. Bob was working on the pool filter system when one of the lifeguards noticed he was acting strangely and called other guards for help.
One of the lifeguards came in and asked Bob for a set to swim. And Bob tried to tell him, and it just came out real blurred. It really didn't make sense, so we kind of looked. We're like, Bob, are you okay? He said, I'm fine. Clear as day. We're like, oh, okay, he's just playing a joke on us. Like, we all joke around with each other. And so he said it again, came out jumbled again. Like, something's not right.
They called 911 and kept an eye on him until the ambulance arrived. He was treated for a stroke at the hospital and then later even had heart surgery.
I have to give, everything to them that my life would have been totally different. Who knows where I would have been or what would have happened. But they knew the signs, and they were very tentative because they know how I am about admitting illness or things like that.
If it was anyone else, we would have even gotten it 10 to 15 minutes sooner because we wouldn't have hesitated with the patron. But with Bob saying, I'm fine, and I'm being stubborn, we're like, we're not exactly sure what to do.
Bob wasn't interested in help, despite checking a mirror to try to understand what was happening to him. Now he marvels at how close he was to a very different outcome. Doctors told him he had less than an hour left before he could have died.
You go back and think about the people here and how they helped and the way they were trained. And it's a very, very good statement for what Red Cross does for them and what Bloomington Parks does for their guards to have them ready.
The fact that he was here and not at home by himself, I'm at least very grateful for because he probably wouldn't have gone if he was home by himself.
For Bob, life is completely back to normal, except he feels closer to his pool crew. Sarah says the feeling is mutual.
Everyone here, I think, is a family. We've all worked together for about 3 or 4 years now, and so when something happens to any one of us, we come to each other's rescue, and just knowing that he was okay and could come back and work with us was a great relief.
They really do, in a serious moment, know what to do. And in the 5 years I've been here, we watch it so close and are so proactive that we've never had an emergency situation except me.